Hi, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a tutorial on this messy, super effortless looking, really easy to do messy bun that I've been wearing a ton recently. So many of you have requested that I do a tutorial on this bun. I asked you guys in my last video if you'd like to see one, and the overwhelming majority of you said yes. It's been a long time since I've done a hair tutorial. I honestly don't remember the last one I did like in a full form YouTube video that isn't like a heatless curl type video. I think my favorite thing about it is that it doesn't hurt my head at all. Like when I bring my hair down at the end of the day, my scalp doesn't feel tender, it doesn't feel heavy on my head, there's no tension on my roots. So I feel like for a messy bun, this is a pretty low damage type of bun. Although the back and these little flyaway parts do look a little crazy, this isn't the best bun for like protecting your ends or anything. But at the same time, like there's no wrapping of your hair in a hair tie, so when I let my hair down at the end of the day, it's really not even tangled either. Before we get into the bun though, I would really love to thank Luisa Jewelry for sponsoring today's video. If you've been a subscriber of mine for a while, you've definitely heard me talk about Luisa Jewelry before. Luisa Jewelry elevates your everyday because their pieces are just so stackable and so easy to style. It's really easy to customize your look, whether you're going for something more dressy or something more casual. I personally really gravitate towards simple pieces. I'm not a huge jewelry girl, and when I do find jewelry I like, I wear the same pieces literally on a day-to-day basis. I love that they've included more silver pieces in their collection recently too, because I'm definitely a silver girl at heart. They recently sent me a couple of pieces that I wanted to share with you. The first piece that I'm the most excited about are these beautiful big hoop earrings. What drew me to these specifically is just their classic look. I love a pair of big, classic, simple, beautiful hoops. And especially with an updo like this, I think it's just the most perfect look. It really never goes out of style. It's so timeless, and I think that they just elevate any super casual look so beautifully. They also sent me these other really pretty silver hoops. As you can tell, I do have like a favorite style that I go for. These ones are a little bit different than the style that I usually wear. I feel like these look a little bit more dressy than just like the simple like silver hoop ring that I normally wear. I love little ones like this too. Again, they're so easy to stack with this previous pair that I wear. I wear this other pair literally every day. They're the perfect like second whole earring. Their pieces are tarnish resistant, and they're really put through a bunch of testing to make sure they stand the test of time. So they're humidity and strength tested, and they're budget friendly as well because their pieces start at around $39. One of my favorite things about Ana Luisa as a company is that they are a carbon and climate neutral certified company. So that means that they offset 100% of their carbon emissions. And they were kind enough to give me a discount code for you guys. So make sure you click the link in my description box to get 20% off your order. I'd also love to know if you're more of like a gold person or more of a silver person. I'm always curious. So let me know down below what you prefer. Without further ado, let's just get into the hair tutorial. All right, so I prefer to do this on dirty hair. This is my like go-to wash day hairstyle. I'm definitely not a slick back bun girl. And I feel like the more texture you have in your hair, the better. So this looks great on like heatless curls. If you have a texturizing spray, you can add some of that in to add some grit. I like to do this on straight hair or wavy hair too. It really doesn't matter. So first I just separate the front chunks of my hair. I like to draw a line just to like the front of my ear, and I separate those out because we're going to use them later. And then I put my hair into like a high ponytail to start the bun. I just pull my hair through twice, and then on the third round through I just pull it out halfway. I think this is definitely easier if you have shorter hair, but you're going to be left with a long tail kind of like this. And then this is where you get to play around with the actual fan bun. The more you pull it out, obviously the messier it's going to be. And I prefer to use these types of pins. I think they're called French pins instead of bobby pins. I think they just hold a lot better and they don't put as much pressure on my scalp. So then I just start manipulating the bun and kind of creating the shape that I want. There's really no way to do this incorrectly. It just depends on how you like it to look. And what really gives this look the really messy, voluminous vibe is the pieces in the back. So I like to split it into like 3 or 4 sections, and then just start pinning kind of wherever feels right. Again, there's no rhyme or reason. There's no way to do this wrong. It really just depends on how you want your bun to look. Some days it looks way crazier than others, and I always like to keep extra pins in my purse just in case like a bit falls out while I'm walking around throughout the day, and I can really quickly fix it. So at this point, you should be left with something kind of like this. I know it looks a little crazy, but just bear with me and trust the process. This is where your front pieces are going to come into play. So I like to pull out some little bits of hair on my face, my curtain bangs, and then I just pin it back near the back of the bun. They will hang a little, but we're gonna fix it after, and I feel like this just gives such a nice frame to the face, and it doesn't pull, like, it doesn't put any tension on the front of my hair. The right side of my head has like no hair on it, so I always have this weird like part, and I always have to cover it up with a bobby pin. I like to wrap those little tails up and around the top of my bun. If your hair is shorter, like, you won't need to do this. I think it just adds a little bit more volume to the top of my hair, and it just helps to keep it looking a little less crazy. But as you can see, I do like to have a lot of bits and bobs kind of hanging out. When your hair is curled, it looks so good and messy, but this is the final look. It's super easy to do, and yeah, that's about it. I'm pretty sure the original version of this bun was called the Pamela Anderson bun. I've seen so many tutorials and like versions of this on Pinterest and on Instagram, and this is just my own little twist to make it a little messier. So that is it for this look. I hope you guys like it. This has really been one of my favorite everyday hairstyles. I wear it to work all the time, and I just get so many compliments when I do wear it. So I hope you guys find it really easy to follow, and I hope you like it as much as I do. A big thank you again to Ana Luisa Jewelry for sponsoring this video. Again, don't forget to click the link in my description box. You get 20% off your jewelry, and they have some really beautiful pieces in their collection right now, so I highly recommend you check them out. Let me know in the comments what you would like to see next, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!